It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jaguars and the Silver and Black, and it comes your way next.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent would tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by the Purdue product who got some starts as a rookie fourth-rounder, Aiden O'Connell.
In just his second year here now with the Raiders, what an experience a year ago for the then rookie. He went 5-5 for the Raiders. He protected the football pretty well. 12 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions. He maximized his opportunities as a rookie. He's going to have to take another step here in year 2.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll go right back to Madison. And that's good for a gain of 5. Eric Armstead there on the stop. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
On 3rd down, here's O'Connell. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. They're brought out by a former first-rounder now in his 4th NFL season. From Alabama, Mac Jones.
To say the last couple years for Mac Jones up in New England were tumultuous, that wouldn't do it justice. After taking the team to the playoffs and surprising his rookie year, well, it was a bumpy road, and it's a big reason why he's back home. Remember, he starred in high school in Jacksonville, was a national champion up in Tuscaloosa, and he's hoping to reinvent himself coming back to the Jags.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there, so consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Jones now on 3rd down. And And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. Pulled in at the 20. Broke through the tackle. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Raider football. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Up the middle they go with Madison. This is ahead for about 5. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, O'Connell. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be Jaguars football. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play fake, Jones. Taking a deep shot here. This is brought in at the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Receiver in motion, headed right. Oh, look at this. They give on the jet sweep. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Kid, it just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Jones. He'll get this to ETN. Juke the defender. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. O'Connell. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Complete. It's Myers. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Eagle play action. It's O'Connell. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out a yard or 2 shy of the 15. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Another throw for O'Connell. Caught by Marshall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. That's complete right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Enough goes to Madison, running right. Scores! Touchdown, Las Vegas! The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Parker Washington with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. ETN on the catch. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They motion Marshall over left. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
From the gun, a run for Madison. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
O'Connell now to throw on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, ETN gets it. Jukes out a 1-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. He's off again. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
They send the tight end in motion. First down from the red zone. Pass is caught at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run, ETN. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Has it in close. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On now is Cook to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. Complete here to Bowers. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They go with Madison here. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's Madison again. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They'll run. This is Madison. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st and 10, here's O'Connell. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here's the give to Madison. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Able to find Strange here. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
The Raiders go a nickel on this third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He gets this one to Strange. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's ETN on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 31. Fires right away, but incomplete. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
ETN on third down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Jacksonville in punt formation. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. Man, it'll be their football. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, O'Connell. Got a man, Bowers has it. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
O'Connell here from the gun. Completed to his running back.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. O'Connell. He'll get this one to Madison. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Still sticking with the passing game. He gets this one to Myers. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. The give now out of the shotgun.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Madison. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He comes through with 6. It's going to be 4th and 1.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play fake, Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
3rd down, Jones to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
All right, here we go. Second down. ETN again. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Into the hands of Duvernay. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Now a give. It's ETN headed left. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Receiver in motion, going left. 2nd and 8. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Jones now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 36. He lofts it deep left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Off the play action, O'Connell. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Up the middle they go with Madison. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They'll go right back to Madison. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Raiders first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing now on first down, O'Connell. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
The Jaguars and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Counter give to ETN. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jack Jones making that tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. That's Thomas, he's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Blitz coming for Jones. Has it in close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Again, Jones to the air. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game.
Doug Peterson, with that veteran coaching eye, thinks he saw something. He's got the challenge flag out. Oh, this one is really close, Brock. Did he establish possession and then get both feet down?
Yeah, maintaining possession while being a ballerina, not always easy. A lot to look at here, but I know he thinks he's got a touchdown.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. ETN. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He completes it in traffic.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. And he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
To the ground with Madison. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Madison. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 8 yards on that play, and they only have 1 now to go on 3rd down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders at a deficit. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. The Jaguars returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Pressure comes, Jones. He gets this one to Strange. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Jones. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. ETN on the catch. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Got Washington, it's complete.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And that extends the lead to 20.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. So it's halftime, and the visiting Jaguars have played themselves to a nice little lead thus far. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The visitors and Mac Jones ready to take over once more. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Duvernay in motion left. Here's 2nd and 11. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now Jones. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Jaguars into punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the fair catch made here at the 15. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Raiders' drive is going to start deep on their own side of the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, O'Connell. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That one gains 7. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
On 1st down, O'Connell. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They go with Madison here. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. O'Connell here from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They give it to Madison. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They go play action. It's O'Connell. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Jones. This is complete to Duvernay. And he touched him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's ETN on 1st down. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Jones now to throw. Into the hands of Duvernay. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion. It was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Play fake, Jones. Able to find Strange here. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Jones on 1st down. It's taken in by Washington. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
The kick by Shudak is good. And they push their lead to 23.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. That count runs their offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the give to Madison. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This is hauled in by Myers. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. To throw, here's O'Connell. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I can still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, "Oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart." And really what he's saying is, don't ever try that again.
Punt team on the field. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running it here with ETN. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They go right back to ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. Down the sideline to the 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Now a give to ETN running right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Washington, the motion man here. They'll run, ETN. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Bigsby will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Jones. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars trying to end this before the final quarter. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again. On now is Cook to kick this away. Abdullah now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense headed back to the field. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. O'Connell to throw it. That's taken in by Tucker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play action, O'Connell. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
The give now out of the shotgun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders first. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Raiders football as we're just counting down this final quarter. This game seems out of hand. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
O'Connell facing a 3rd and long. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll go. O'Connell. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Now a carry by UTN. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers, they seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Jones now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on third and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, it didn't work out that time.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. Now this offense ready to head back out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell to the air. Got a man, it's Mayer.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 17. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. O'Connell here from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Another throw for O'Connell. He'll get this one to Madison. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. O'Connell working from the pistol. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, O'Connell. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 34. Complete here to Bowers. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That one's complete, right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll run. This is Madison. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders trail by 23 now. Carlson, all set now for the kickoff. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. ETN gets it on the draw. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of Duvernay. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. An option give here to ETN. And he drives it up past the 45. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. ETN again. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Jones. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Counter give to ETN. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell. A quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once he touched the 2nd level.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Abdullah now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Raiders and Alexander Madison ready for another go on offense. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. O'Connell. Marshall there to bring it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Putting a receiver in motion. On 1st down, O'Connell. That's taken in by Tucker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 3 now. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. He'll get this to Tucker. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, here's O'Connell. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Second and 4. Oh, the football's loose. Jags pick it up. Along the right sideline, there's space. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Jaguars continue adding to an insurmountable lead. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery, or number two, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. O'Connell looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. O'Connell here from the gun. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this is covered by the Jaguars. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now a give. It's ETN headed left. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Jaguars about set to celebrate this win. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Trying it right side with ETN. And he's got this down to the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down. Here's a give to ETN. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on fourth down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture. The Raiders being brought out by Aiden O'Connell for their next possession. And it just feels like he's been fighting uphill since this one kicked off today, doesn't it? The mistakes just canceling out a lot of what he's been able to do offensively on the positive end of things. This defense, man, they have seized on the mistakes and made life difficult. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is O'Connell. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down, O'Connell. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Off the play action, O'Connell. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Another throw for O'Connell. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Raiders leaving the offense out there. They want to add 2 more to that touchdown. He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Carlson, all set now for the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.